D&D at night, sailors delight. D&D in the morning, sailors take warning. This is Game Nights, Tonight's Tale, The Warden, Chapter 22. So, last time on Game Nights.
Oh, yeah.
Raise your hand if you remember back.
There's a boat involved.
Okay,
We're on a boat.
good.
We're on a boat.
We convinced a turtle?
Turtle
Help
dragon.
us? Turtle dragon?
No, that didn't happen. Now
Oh,
you're
we
just-
never met. We haven't met.
Wait
the
a second.
turtle.
No. What are you talking about? It totally did.
No.
We were sailing to get to the turtle dragon. But we never got to it. I don't think.
No, we
There's some sort of like signal. We got our mer person to help us out.
Eddie, yeah.
The murder
That's what we're
person,
talking
yes.
Mhm.
Eddie Merman.
Eddie Merman.
I don't think that's his last name. I made that up.
I wish, I feel like is that an Ethel Merman joke?
It would be if anyone our age knew who Ethel Merman was.
I know, I don't really know who Ethel
Is that a
Merman
character on
is.
Happy
I
Days?
just know,
Is that
maybe.
Ethel Merman. Is that like Fonzie's mom?
Not even close.
He's his guy.
So, yes, we convinced Eddie to join us by giving him a franchise of Starfeld Industries.
Underwater franchise.
Yes, he has exclusive territory to the ocean. And then we convinced him to translate for us when we went to talk to the dragon turtle. And then I think we fight a sea griffin, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Which
I don't quite remember. Oh, I think it was going for Eddie. Eddie was sitting on the rail or something like that.
yeah, he was sliding all over the deck. I think one of you got hit by a mast or a boom or some kind of ship part.
Oh
we
yeah,
spent-
I was trying.
Yeah.
I was really trying to knock someone off the boat. Like I really wanted somebody to fall into the water, and nobody was cooperating. You kept rolling too well.
We all had unusually high rolls, and we spent a long time looking up
Nautical terms.
nautical terminology. Yeah.
Which is the port and which is the bow and which is the stern? Yeah, it took forever.
Our fans who are also ship aficionados really
no
enjoyed
longer
that last
fans.
episode.
Big crossover audience. D&D sailing.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you're out on a boat in the ocean, what else do you have to do besides play D&D?
Yeah.
Although with the waves, your dice are going to be flying all over the place. So
That's true. That's why you need heavy, like solid metal dice that I got from Amazon.
all right, and we're on the ship. We're heading to meet the dragon turtle. We're going to try and use Eddie as the translator. I believe.
I
is the
guess
plan.
so.
Head
So
to the
what's
reef.
like? Yeah. What's the so I don't know. The boat's underway.
Oh, and it's I should say it's the three of us. It's Captain Petra, Serpenthelm, and Grizz.
Grizz.
Our-
Prison.com.
Who actually I don't think we've heard from in like the last 3 episodes. He's been quiet. We got to get him more involved.
I thought he was. Yeah, he really wasn't involved. Wasn't he seasick at some point?
I think so. I think briefly we checked in with him. It wasn't going well.
Yeah, which I think he's probably recovered now. If you recall, he has some prior sailing experience. So
Who's Grizz again?
He's the guy we found at the bar to round out our sailing crew.
Oh yeah.
The man
And
with a
who's
broken
what's the
heart.
captain's name again?
Petra, Captain Petra.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
yeah, cool. So
sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip. We cannot afford to license that song, so I'm going to stop right there.
So what's like? Or maybe this is Captain Petra calls you all over. Says, "All right, we're underway towards the reef. What's the plan when we get there?"
Well, do we know anything about this dragon turtle?
I think so.
it's
I think
big.
We might have had this conversation before.
Scary.
Refresh me.
Dangerous.
Let's put everything out on the table about what we know about the dragon turtle, so we can come up with a plan.
Okay. Well, we know that they only speak Aquan, which is why we had to go get Eddie.
That's right. Eddie's a key part of this plan. Eddie, how you feeling? You feeling up to the task? You slept well last night?
Yeah. Well, little nervous,
A little
but
groggy, as they say.
he just stares at you blankly.
I like how, like, to Dan, that's like a regional term some people use. Like, some might call it groggy.
Okay. Eddie, do you know anything about dragon turtles?
Oh boy. Let's see. Presumably he does.
I mean, he might.
He says, well, I mean, I know I've never seen one. I know they're big. They're quite large. They live in the ocean. They don't breathe fire since they live underwater. They
breathe water?
Like hot jets of steam or hot water. It's very hot.
That sounds better, though. Oh.
You ever been boiled?
No, can't say I have.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
Have you?
He said no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah. They like treasure. I mean, much like regular dragons.
They like treasure. So this guy or gal. Do we know guy or gal?
Unclear.
This dragon turtle is gonna have some treasure that they will be loath to part with.
Oh, definitely
but
have treasure.
Eager to add to?
Always eager to add to.
Okay.
And they do they do have a reputation for being sort of mercenaries of a sort. Like they sometimes pirates will cut a deal with a dragon turtle to raid some ships in exchange to help them raid ships in exchange for a cut of the treasure, or they're business
flexible
people of sorts. Yes. Yeah, they're not wanton killers, I suppose.
Right. And just so all the listeners know, because I totally remember, why are we going after the dragon turtle again? What's the end goal? What's the end game?
Well, I don't know if we're going after the dragon turtle necessarily. There was a mysterious location marked on.
That's right.
On the map.
Right.
That
in order to get there, you have to go past the dragon turtle.
Presumably, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. To get into this reefy, rocky, terrifying area of the ocean.
I have two ideas. One, we tell the dragon turtle that we'll give it a cut of whatever we find in its innards, which might not be good if that's the treasure.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
This is in the reef, right? It seems plausible to me that the dragon turtle might know that whatever is there, and that might be part of their hoard.
Do we have the map in Slack somewhere or something?
We do. It's in. You got to go back a ways, but it is in there.
Scrolling.
Keep the prices scrolling.
Yeah, I don't know how much the dragon turtle knows of what's up with the reef. I would think would mostly know what's up.
It does live there.
Yeah. Here, I will.
I see Lemuria by the sea, but I don't see. Get it.
Do I have that somewhere?
It was probably way back towards the beginning. Oh man, I made so
I got
many.
it here, January 7th.
Oh, that is pretty far back.
Yeah, I mean the treasure. Well, the marking on the map is deep into the reef.
Right. So my other idea is we could say, hey, we want to pass, and if they don't want us to pass, we can lure a ship to them, give them some free pickings.
Whoa, that's that. Hang on. I just want to say, Starfield Industries, we're an upstanding company. We don't lure other sailors to their deaths. Isn't that
we
against
don't
our
know what's
code
going to
of
happen.
conduct? Wow, Dan,
I don't
really
know.
skirting the rules here. Just kind of.
I don't know. Is there a code of conduct?
HR, somebody, hello. This doesn't.
Wait, let's call up. What was his name? Grog.
Gorg.
Gorg.
Yeah.
He can get us in touch with a good HR rep.
Smash cut to Gorg, still passed out on the desk in a pool of
There's
his own
flies
vomit.
buzzing around.
There's like a customer knocking on the door. Hello? Hello? I need adventuring help. Is anyone in there?
Oh boy. Gorg is useless is the moral of the story.
All right, so
bad hire.
What a bad hire.
let's head to the turtle because I don't know how much we can predetermine from here. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you that we should try and find out what it wants and try and give it to it. But I just think we're in such the dark with the motivation.
That's classic business practices, right?
Yeah, a win-win.
There's a deal to
win.
be made here. Yeah, I just need to know what you want, and hopefully, you don't know too much about what I have.
Yeah, negotiation. I think we're primed to handle a great negotiation.
Yeah, we've handled many great negotiations so far.
But again, and we want to be clear, we're all on the same page. We don't want to hurt the dragon turtle. We've got no beef with the dragon turtle. We just want to
that
get
would
through.
probably be bad. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Cool. Fair enough.
All right,
All
to
right,
the
so-
dragon turtle.
Onwards. And so Eddie says, like, I don't exactly know where to find the dragon turtle, but I guess we can just sail towards the reef and presumably
I think it'll find us, or it'll just let us pass. Like,
maybe
That would
maybe
be. We just want
It's
to tie into an
full.
interaction with it all after teasing it for like
there's
5
no
months.
dragon turtle.
the dragon turtle's got to eat. Maybe he has a food coma.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe he's a little sloshed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So the ship you're sailing due west towards where based on the map the reef should be. Petra is at the helm. The rest of you are chilling as you sail. So you continue to sail. It's getting later in the day, right? The sun is going down, and as the sun goes down, sort of like pretty dense fog starts to descend upon the water. And starts to get pretty tough to see. Consequently, Petra kind of like slows the boat down since you're sailing towards the reef. She's like, wants to proceed with caution. What are the three of you doing?
I don't know. Staying alert.
Playing
On the-
games of chance on deck.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Matt's hustling me.
Whereabouts on deck?
Towards the.
I'm in the
bow.
crow's nest.
This is
And
a
I'm in the
nautical
galley.
terms review. In the galley.
I'm in the crow's nest.
All right, so there are games of chance happening in the galley. Some alertness happening in the crow's nest.
That's right. I'm definitely not on the poop deck.
Crow's nest. Bob, roll a perception check.
I first need to pull up my character sheet because I completely forgot where it was and how to find it.
Copy of your-
Let's see here.
I need to get mine,
Please
too.
hold. Please
I'll
hold.
be right back.
Okay.
The name was Dell, right? Let's see.
While they're doing that, Matt is or Cal is doing that thing where they put out the 3 cards, and I got a guess, and he's shuffling
Okay.
them around real fast. I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Wow, look at that. That's neat. And then I lose my
All right, here we go.
So how much money have you lost to Cal?
I've lost 2 silver pieces.
Cal, you get 2 silver pieces.
Sweet.
You hustled me, buddy.
Sweet.
Last time I played tricky card games with you.
All right, so I rolled a 13.
A 13.
Yeah.
So you're peering out into the fog,
Right.
as hard as you can, And
DNR.
you start to make out like not like mountains, but there are like you can see like sort of pointy rocks sticking out of the ocean. Like presumably you're entering the reef territory.
So I shout down to the Petra that there's rocks ahead. Rocks ho!
Petra kind of hollers back in acknowledgement. She slows down the boat a little bit more. Dan, roll or Del, roll a roll an athletics check.
16.
16. Out of nowhere, the boat like crashes to a halt. Like it hits something like head on. And you are like thrown forward in the crow's nest, and luckily you're able to like catch yourself before you just like fly out of it. The down in the galley, the Callan. What is Sean's name? Sorry.
It's been a year.
Callan Art.
Changed so many times.
Thank you.
Callan Art are tossed around.
I spill my juice.
Yeah, you spill your juice. Your cards go everywhere. 52 pickup, involuntary. I don't know where Grizz is. Maybe he's below decks. He was sleeping off his seasickness. He probably falls, like you hear a big thunk. It's probably Grizz falling out of
classic Grizz.
Falling out of a hammock or something. I don't know what sailors sleep in.
Hammocks, bunks.
Actually, there are hammocks. Last time we toured the ship, if you remember, and there were hammocks.
Oh my God. Look at the memory on this guy.
I listened to the episode before we started taping today, so I get no bonus points for that.
I think you do still get bonus points, just for a different reason.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Nice. So okay, so the you've all been tossed around. Petra like managed to hold on to the wheel, so she's like doing okay. But the ship has now come to like basically a complete halt. Like all is pretty much quiet and it's very foggy.
I go to the bless you. I go to the deck of the ship. I'm assuming
You hear a sneeze resound out. Through the ship.
I don't know if Cal
my
follows
attack.
me, but we go out to the deck of the ship. What the
What
heck?
in tarnation?
Now I can remember the damn accent. I don't. What the heck? I don't. Come on now. What the heck? That crap. What is going on here?
You Hank Hill having a stroke? What the
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going for. An even slower Foghorn Leghorn. I say.
So Petra comes down from like the where comes over from where the wheel is and says, "Well, we hit something. I don't know what it was. I couldn't see it. I didn't see anything there.
Is there any damage to the ship?
I don't know. Like you could go investigate, perhaps."
So I will walk up to the front of the bow of the ship and kind of peer over and take a look at whatever it is we hit.
Well, someone should go below decks too.
Yeah, I'll go down there and check it out.
I see.
Do I see anything from my perch? The rocks go away?
No, the rocks are still there. Like as far as you can tell, you didn't hit the rocks. Or the rocks that you can see. Maybe there's a rock under the water or something. I don't know.
Classic.
But so you can do a percent. Well, Dan, you can do a perception check. Sean, you could do an investigation check if you want to.
18 perception check.
18.
I rolled a 5.
A 5. Sean, you look over the edge and you see water. It looks dark and foggy.
Guys, there's all this water out in front of the ship.
You do notice that the front of the ship is a little crunched up. It doesn't look like catastrophic, but there's definitely some damage. Like there might be some water like getting in there. Del, you don't see anything off the front of the ship, but like off to your right, perhaps the starboard side.
Perhaps
you see like a sort of, you just catch a flash of like a glint on the water. It almost looks as if it's like the moonlight or something glinting off the water, but that doesn't really make sense because it's so foggy. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So Petra calls out to you, Art, and asks what the damage is.
It's all crunchy in the front. It's all crunched up, but I don't think there's any catastrophic damage. I don't know. Cal will have to tell us if we're taking on water.
Yeah.
Wait. I have a where'd my dice go? Oh. Dragons are my favorite enemy.
What?
So,
am I just learning this?
No. I mean, maybe you are. It hasn't really come up before. Although it did that one time. Where we lost, pour one out.
Shion or who's your character back? Sal? Was that Sal who died?
Count Sal.
Count Sal.
Killed by the eggplant wizard. Rest in peace.
So I have advantage on survival checks to track them, but also wisdom checks, which includes perception. So I'll roll again.
Okay.
And it wasn't better, so I'll take the 18.
I see. Yeah. So that's what happened, or that's what you know so far. There was some damage to the front of the ship.
So,
you're taking on a little bit of water, probably not in immediate danger, but like taking on water is never good.
So we should ask Petra or maybe even Grizz, like, what's the standard operating procedure here?
Well,
what should we do?
Petra says, well, we're going to need to start bailing water, probably. I don't know how fast it's coming in. Someone should go down below decks and check, but then we can form a bucket brigade and try and
love me.
Yeah. Love you, a good bucket brigade.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Does anybody want to go below decks and check?
Yeah, I'll go down there. I'll go down there and check. Should we do a perception check?
Yeah, you can do like investigation.
Investigation. Okay. That would be. I don't have a bonus for that, so that would be a 9.
A 9. Well, not. I guess suppose you're not the most adept nautical investigator, but it's pretty clear what the problem is. Like, there's some crunchy wood at the front, like below the first deck. Luckily, it's kind of high up, so it's not like in the water. So you guys should be able to. It shouldn't be that big a deal, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So you go back up, report to Petra. She says, okay, Petra tells Grizz to go keep an eye on it and tell her if it's going to be, if it starts getting out of hand. But otherwise, she thinks you should just like continue going. Like there's not really anything you can do right now.
They can't plug it or anything?
Yeah, you could try.
Has anyone got any, I don't know, what do you plug ship holes with?
Is there like a magic for that?
Ooh, Sean, if I've learned anything playing, or rather adventuring with you fine folks, it's that there's a magic for everything. There's a magic for that, in other words.
Yay! I don't have any, so I'm...
Yeah, who has the magic?
Not me.
Okay, never mind.
I'm looking at my spells.
Just go right past that one.
No.
Moving on!
Maybe there's like a barrel of tar or something. Is that a thing? Like
a barrel of tar. Hey, look over here. There's just like a barrel that says tar on the side.
Well, I feel like, I turn to Shion. Petra were responsible captain, you figure she'd have some supplies here.
Yeah,
But okay,
about it.
it's neither here nor there. I guess the professional says we keep on trucking. We keep on trucking.
Trucking. All right. So you all start back underway. Do you resume your previous activities?
Yeah. Can the boat move forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go back up into the crow's nest. This time, though, I tie a little bit of rope around myself to the crow's nest.
That seems wise.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you, Art?
I am way more suspicious of Matt's card tricks. I'll tell you of Cal's card tricks.
I see. But the two of you are back down in the galley.
Yeah.
Boyd, are we still taking on water, or what's happening with that?
It seems like the water's not really being taken on. Like, it's nothing to be concerned about immediately. Grizz is keeping an eye on it. So
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah, this ship very similar to the Titanic, unsinkable.
Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Nothing
I like
can go
that.
wrong. There's chambers and they can close them.
Yeah.
Comfort.
Yeah, no big deal.
As long as we have lifeboats, right?
Sure.
Yeah, there's no. This was before that was a thing.
What's his name? Herman the Merman, or whatever his name is. He's our. He's our wife.
Yep, Herman the Merman.
Can we just make his name that? Can his name just be Herman?
You can call him Herman. I don't think he'll appreciate it.
Where is Herman?
Yeah, can he go in the water and check what's up with the
Yeah,
friggin'
can he,
hole
like,
in the
check
side of the
outside
ship?
boat?
That seems
Now
like a
we're
great
thinking.
job for him.
Yeah. Okay. So you want Eddie to go check? He says okay. So Eddie kind of flips off the side, goes under the boat for a minute. Then he pops back up and does a little flip back onto the deck. He basically confirms what you suspected from investigating the inside. Like, you seem to hit something. He says, it's weird. I don't see anything around. Like, we're not at the reef yet, really. We're getting there, but like, I don't know what we could have hit. But there's sort of a just scrape along the very front of the hull.
Okay.
I guess we continue on.
Onward.
Okay.
Huh.
All right, so we're gonna keep sailing ahead, right?
Sailing.
All right. What do we see around us? What's any good fishing spots?
Well, I think you continue sailing through the fog. You start to get closer and closer to those like jaggedy rocks sticking out of the water that Chumsling and Bob noticed from the crow's nest. Petra having navigated these waters before, or at least seeming confident enough in her skills to navigate the waters, sort of picks a path like through an opening of the rocks, like in the reef, that seems relatively safe, and you continue on your way for a little bit. Cal, want to roll a perception check?
5.
5. You see fog. So you continue on your way a little farther. Art, roll a perception check.
Okay, the first one went so well.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 1.
God.
Wow.
You go to look out the galley window, and like some dust like falls and like just gets in your eyes, and you can't see anything. You're really like you're tearing up, and you just can't get this dust. It could be magical dust or something, you know, like
Got all this magical dust in here.
it really stings. That's for sure. Really stings. Dell, wanna do another perception
Maybe
check?
you don't, Del.
Gosh.
Just think about it. You don't have to.
8.
8.
Wow, these rolls. I hope we don't fight the dragon today. It's gonna kick our ass.
Yeah.
Our
We gotta
collective
get him
ass.
out now. The perception checks, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. The okay, so I mean you are keeping watch as best you can, I suppose.
Yeah.
But the fog's pretty thick. You can see, you can make out the rocks around you well enough to direct Petra, at least, so you don't crash into anything. She seems to have a general sense of where she's going, and with your help, you definitely don't hit anything.
Good.
But you continue on. Grizz is, I guess, down in the hold, keeping an eye on the lake. Eddie is hanging out on deck. Not super useful because he has a fish bottom. But he will just waiting, I suppose. Man, you guys are terrible at rolling perception checks.
We don't feel
I'm
any better about
normally
it.
pretty good because I had +5, which means that last thing was a 3, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah. In any case, so you're sailing along, and suddenly Petra yells, "All hands on deck!"
Okay. I put my hands right on the poop deck. No, actually, I'm up in the crow's nest. Never mind.
So Del, you peek over. Art and Cal, you come out of the galley as summoned, and Grizz comes up to you, and then what's the other guy's name? Oh, Eddie. Eddie just perks up. He's already on deck. And Petra looks very concerned. She says, "I just lost the rudder. Like I can't steer us."
Oh, I was about to say, what does a rudder do? Okay. I didn't know if that was important or not. Sounds it.
It's important. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, should we stop moving in case we end up putting ourselves into some rocks?
Yeah, pump the brakes.
Yeah, we can.
Drop anchor. Well, we pull in the sails first, and then we drop anchor so we don't rip the mast off.
Okay.
Whoa,
So-
look at this guy, Mr. Sailor
Somebody's
over
been
here.
practicing his nautical skills here. He's
I
been
like
reading
it.
that Wikipedia
Mhm.
page.
Petra says, "All right, so the 4 of you, or the 5 of you, Grizz included, go about dropping the sails and putting out the anchor. So you come to a stop, and then everything's quiet aside from the waves lapping against the ship.
That's
It's
good
eerie.
news.
It's foggy. There are scary looking rocks all around you.
Can we send Eddie on another fact-finding tour?
Sure. Yeah.
That seems like the thing to do. I'm guessing I don't see anything.
Maybe you do. You could try
Oh.
again. Where are you looking like?
Well, since I know enough about sailing to know the rudder's in the back, so I'm gonna, now that the sails are down, I'm gonna look at the back of the boat. 11.
11. I mean, you're still having a tough time like seeing anything through the fog, but you do notice like it seems like there's a bigger rock a little ways behind you. Like it's not as jagged as the other ones. Like the other ones are kind of pointy. They're like teeth or like little like spiky things coming out, and this one looks like a big ass rock. But you couldn't really say anything more.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think we should send Eddie back there.
Mm-hmm.
Send Eddie back.
Just out of curiosity, does the ship have any harpoons? In case you wanna
Harpoons?
catch some whales.
Maybe.
You see a whale, like that's good money. You don't just leave that lying.
Dan, I think you're thinking of a dragon whale.
A dragon whale.
That's what I don't want to see one of those ever.
You can check below decks for harpoons.
I'll stay here. I'm just saying. That was just a question. If I didn't see anything, I won't
Okay.
fit to anyone
No,
else.
no large spears. Yeah, I mean, it's a smuggling ship, so it wasn't. Whale hunting is frowned upon in the Greater Neverwinter Kingdom.
Wow, that's pretty.
It's pretty progressive. Yeah. They take the rights of magical creatures seriously in Neverwinter. So
can they vote?
not yet, but someday.
Okay.
At least the more sentient ones. Anyway, so Eddie is going to take a look. So he flips off the boat. He's underwater for like maybe 30 seconds, and he comes back, and his eyes are very wide, and he says, "I don't see anything, but I don't see anything. Like there are no creatures or anything around."
What does that tell you, Eddie?
It tells me that they've made themselves scarce for some reason, and it's probably not us.
Sure. Okay. Eddie, if you were to, want to liaise with a dragon turtle, send a extraordinarily non-threatening message, what would be your first guess? Like, you've lived underwater. Like here we might have a little, someone might carry a flag out, a white flag that could be, that's a signal. You might just shout, like, you might come out with your hands up, I'm just wondering what the protocols are.
He says, well, I mean, the only thing I know about them is that they like collecting treasure, so maybe we could dangle a bag of, I don't know, coins or something off the side.
Yeah, what do we got?
I've got 10 pounds of spices.
I'm not sure that's the sort of
trying to get
treasure
rid of it, if someone
they
wants
go
it.
for.
I have
I have an opal figurine. I don't think it's that valuable.
I have my heirloom. It's worth 200 gold pieces.
Well, that's a lot of gold
Ooh,
pieces.
that's valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could dangle that.
That seems cool. That seems is that what you want to do? Dangle an heirloom? Heirloom dangling?
Yeah,
It's my
like
favorite
an
hobby.
heirloom tomato, but slightly different.
But worth more gold.
Yeah. So I got some nice big rope, right?
Yeah.
So I double checked with Herman or Eric or whatever his name is. What's his name? Eddie.
Eddie.
This will not be perceived as a threat, right?
He says,
here's one thing I'm thinking, Eddie, is like, if I were an aquatic animal, one thing that I might be a little peeved about is all the shit we dangle in the water to trick him,
True.
True. But maybe I can't imagine a dragon turtle is so easily tricked.
Yeah. And he says, well, yeah, I mean, I feel like dragon turtles don't have to worry about your usual, like, fish hooks and things.
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I do it. I tie it to a nice thick piece of like cargo rope, and dangle it. I vote that we dangle it off the back.
Okay.
Or
all right.
Maybe the side.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the sort of like the mass, the big shadow that you noticed was off the back of the boat.
Right. All right, then off the back.
Okay. So Del, you go to the back and kind of lower this.
I'm off the crow's nest now.
I guess so. If you're gonna be, I assumed if you were
Okay.
gathering rope and dangling heirlooms.
Yeah.
What are the two of you doing?
watching Dan hang the heirloom over the back of the boat.
Yeah. We're here for emotional support.
Yeah, we're
I
cheering
see.
you
So,
on, buddy.
so you're watching from afar.
Yeah, oh yeah,
from a
for sure.
Different part of the boat.
We believe
You
in
got
you.
this,
We're watching.
bud.
I see.
We're still in the galley.
I see.
I have my second cup of juice.
Okay, so Dell, you're dangling. Dell the Dangler. Dell's dangling, and as you keep watch on the ocean, you notice that sort of shimmering on the water that you noticed a ways back when you were up in the crow's nest before the first little impact, or after the first impact. I think it was after.
Yeah.
You feel not a tug exactly, but something kind of nudges your heirloom rope, and then out of the water rises what looks like a really big rock, frankly, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Rises up in front of you, and then a really big yellow eye, or two really big yellow eyes, open and just stare at you, standing on the back of the boat.
Hey.
All right, I signal to Eric. Come on. Why do I keep calling him Eric?
I like it. Don't tell him the real name. I love these wrong names. They're great. Just keep changing it. We know who you're talking about.
Edric? No.
Ermin.
Ermin.
Ermin the Merman.
Ermin the Merman. Eddie! I signaled to Eddie.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, buddy. Your time to shine.
Oh man. So Eddie
should I be dictating to Eddie what he should be saying, maybe?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. It's like hello, magnificent dragon turtle. Nice shell that you have there.
Eddie kind of like burbles in Aquan, like, and the dragon turtle kind of burbles back. Like the dragon turtle's mouth is still in the water, so there are like bubbles bubbling.
Does Eddie have to like hold water up to his mouth like this?
I guess he must.
Yeah.
I definitely said that Aquan only really works underwater.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, maybe he has to like stick his head over the side and put it underwater, so the dragon can hear
sound
him.
vibrations.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So he says exactly what you said, and the dragon turtle just doesn't respond really. He kind of
He says something.
Well, he sort of acknowledges, and he says like he acknowledged us. I don't know.
Okay.
He didn't say anything.
That's something.
So is the heirloom still dangling, or did he get the heirloom?
And he sticks his head back under, and he says, "The heirloom's gone. It's just
Our bargaining
That's
chip.
fine. All right. Yeah. So I say, hey, we brought you a gift, and we're hoping that this could be, and we brought you a gift to, show our goodwill, and we just wanted to get your permission to cross into this reef to investigate something.
Eddie sticks his head back under. You hear bubbling, and then you hear dragon turtle size bubbling. Eddie pops back out, and he said, "The turtle asked what you're investigating."
That's a good question. So I turn to my companions, like, should we be honest with him about what we're investigating, insofar as we don't actually know what it is, but we got a map, or should we play it? How should we play it?
I think so. What To me, Dragon Turtles are all about, kind of like the Fast and the Furious crew, they're all about family. So I think we should really...
Did you watch Fast and the Furious last night, Sean?
I've never seen any of those movies, and plan to keep it that way. I'm thinking that we sell them on our missing pal.
Okay.
Whose name is Mitch?
And why would we... Yeah, sure. Mitch. And why would we think that Mitch is there? Just so we have our story?
Because we have a map. I'm saying if we just have a map and we don't know why we're here, I don't think that's compelling. We need a good story. We got to sell them on it.
I see.
We're not here for money. We're not here for We're here to find our friend, which kind of is somewhat a little bit true.
Right.
What do you know about Mitch's disappearing?
Oh, this sounds like a season of Serial waiting to happen. No, nothing. I don't think
Nothing?
we know. Just that he's.
Really, like nothing at all.
I truly don't remember.
Yeah.
The last time we really focused on that element of the story was literally 8 months ago.
I think so. So let's see. Rewinding the tape. So there was many moons ago. You were in a goblin cave.
Mm-hmm.
When Mal, not Mitch, was still one of in your group.
Oh, that's right, Mel.
Did you think it was Mitch?
Yeah. I was like, wow, I really don't remember that, but I do remember that you're looking for someone.
You know that magic D&D name.
Just go home,
Mitch.
Oh boy. Okay, so Mal was with you. You like killed a bunch of goblins who had been terrorizing passersby on the road to Neverwinter. And something happened. There was the mist. Remember the mist, the red mist?
Yes.
And you tried to escape. And unfortunately, you couldn't get out, and you all lost consciousness. You saw some things when you came to. Some I don't know, various and sundry characters. And that was all. And so you left the cave, did a little bit of exploring. You ended up falling down a waterfall, and then you fought the giant lobster thing. Mm-hmm. And then you'll recall after you fought the lobster, you found yourselves on a beach where you did some surfing. I think you tried to use Cal as a surfboard.
I didn't try to use. I did use him as a surfboard.
Yeah, that's true. You did in fact surf on Cal.
Right.
Some classic Cal surfing, and then you found evidence of a boat being sort of launched from that beach.
That's right.
And Mal's cowboy hat that he acquired in the Shaker Heights area. And then you went on to Lamaria, and we're here now.
All the pieces are starting to come together. I think there is a shot we may find him out here. Our good pal Mark. I think we should leave with that with the Dragon Turtle.
Okay,
and,
that sounds good.
You know, I don't want to, but I don't know. We won't know until we get farther into the conversation. Let's use some of that charisma.
I don't really have that much charisma, but it's kind of filtered through Eddie anyways, right? So we can collaborate.
Yeah, how much charisma does Eddie have?
Eddie's pretty charismatic. He's a friendly guy.
Eddie. Like
he's a
that name oozes charisma.
Yeah. He's got enough of the rest of
territory.
Yeah. No, I think Eddie's pretty charismatic. So if the story is good, I think you can trust him to present it well.
Well, let's roll with that. We want passage because we believe our friend has been kidnapped and is on the other side. Actually, we can maybe pump the Dragon Turtle for a little information. See what maybe he or she saw something. It saw something.
Right. Yeah, for Eddie, what is the dragon? Do Dragon Turtles have genders? Like what's What's this thing's deal?
Yeah, let's get a biology breakdown. This could be very helpful.
Oh well, time to ask. Let's ask
Old
Siri.
one? Oh.
The old one.
The old one knows all, so yeah, let's ask the old one.
Would you like me to search?
I'll ask Siri. Hey Siri, do dragon turtles have genders?
We're gonna hear it.
If we did episode titles, that would be the episode title.
Siri does not know the answer.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Eddie doesn't seem to be helping us out there. All right. Eddie, here's what we want you to do. The truth of the matter is, I don't even know if you told Eddie this. In fact, like we've kept this information so compartmentalized that some of the people here didn't even know it.
Need to know basis.
Yeah. So as some of us just learned, the reason that we're here is to find our friend Mal, who disappeared mysteriously. And the only evidence we have is his favorite cowboy hat and this map that points, and feel free, Eddie, to describe exactly where this points into your domain, as it were, with this symbol. Like, we don't know what that symbol means. We have no idea, but we're hoping that it leads us to our friend.
Okay, so Eddie says, okay. So he pops back under some Eddie-sized burbling, some dragon turtle-sized burbling, Eddie-sized burbling, dragon turtle-sized burbling, some burbling back and forth. Eddie comes back, and he says, the dragon turtle says, searching for a lost friend. I see.
Blah, blah, blah.
He says, that's common in these parts. Through the reef is the Warden's prison, of course.
The Warden. I look around. Do any of us know what that is?
Oh boy, it's vaguely coming. We might need more backstory, Dungeon Master.
Quick exposition.
This goes back to the Goblin Cave, doesn't it?
I think so. I don't remember.
Oh no! No.
You definitely heard about this at some point.
Yeah, I truly don't remember. Was this related to that fun little bit we did where we were each blacked out and had to remember our own individual parts of the story that none of us remember what happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay.
It's all coming back to them.
It is. Yeah.
But no, I don't remember any of the details.
I did right. I sent myself a Slack direct message on Sunday, January 7th at 4:50 p.m. that just says the Warden.
So helpful.
What does it say?
The
What's
Warden.
the word?
It just says the Warden.
I guess we've come.
The Warden.
Oh, the Warden.
Oh boy.
Very helpful there.
Yeah. The Warden was the big bad guy.
He's some sort of bad guy, yeah.
And they were taking people with the fire in the eyes or something? Jesus.
Yeah.
There was fire. I wrote down fire and eyes, woman with braids.
The
Yes,
fiery-eyed
that
lady.
one.
She told you, Del, that she was not your foe.
Did you say that the Warden was our foe?
She didn't say anything about the Warden.
Oh shit, dog. Okay. How did we learn about the Warden? How did we learn about the Warden?
I don't remember. Maybe someone said it. Maybe you might have told someone about what you saw, and they were like, "Oh."
Could be.
Eddie pipes in and says, "You don't know about the Warden?"
Thank you, Eddie. Holy smokes. Took you long enough to jump in there.
No. Eddie, tell us more.
He says, "Well, I mean, it's sort of like a wives' tale. It's like the warden and his cronies run like it's like a prison for those who have escaped justice. So when
Mal,
So-
what the fuck did you do?
yes, when justice is failed, or those when justice, if you get away with something that you shouldn't have, perhaps, or some folks think you shouldn't have.
So they're like the Netflix of Neverwinter. They take justice into their own hands and
Yes.
make a bunch of documentaries. Got it. Okay.
Yes. In fact, legend has it if you cheat justice, the warden's hands come for you. And the warden's hands are fearsome white warriors. Whites like WIGHT, not
Like, whoa!
Yeah.
You can't say that.
no. Yeah, like whites like Game of Thrones whites. They come for you. They take their bounty. There's 3 of them, and each takes a bounty, and then they bring you back to serve. I don't know, pay your debt to justice. Justice will be served.
Sure.
But Eddie, you're saying this is an urban legend. This can't be true.
Oh, yeah, it's well like what if it's how like mermoms scare their kids into telling them the truth and stuff, like, oh, did you take a sea cookie from the cookie jar? Like, no.
Are there sea cookies like there are sea horses?
Yeah,
What
presumably.
here? Okay.
I just love the idea that you
the water also exists below the water, but prefixed with sea.
Now,
Homer.
Eddie, before we go any further, I do have a question. Is tuna the chicken of the sea?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, yeah, he goes to his favorite restaurant, tuna fillet.
Yeah. Yeah, I disagree with their politics, but damn it, they make a great sandwich.
Fish sandwich, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, but maybe we should be asking the dragon turtle questions such as for some more information. Do people often get the ones that they seek back? Is this a fool's errand? Is he tired of seeing people like this? What's the deal?
So Eddie pops back under, and there's some burbling, and he returns to the top, to the deck, and he says, not many people come back this way, if that's what you're asking.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever met anyone who has?
So he goes back down, and he comes back, and he says the dragon turtle said only once, and then I ate them because they didn't pay tribute.
Oh. Yeah, are they still floating around in there?
This was a while ago.
Okay. Did you save any, notebooks that they had, or?
I think their paper products have probably
Not very waterproof?
no,
No.
sadly no.
You should ask the dragon turtle if he appreciated the tribute we've already given him.
Mm.
How did he like the tribute?
Eddie pops back down, and he pops back up, and he says, the dragon turtle said it has whet his appetite.
Good,
However,
it was the most valuable thing we had, so
yes.
that
However,
I think so. I don't know.
he said, if you expect to pass back this way, you'll have to do better.
Better. We can do better. I say, not a problem.
Dan, write in checks. His ass can't cash.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I've got some stuff. Like, I've never used this ancient dwarvish axe named Hugh.
Oh, that's got to be worth big bucks.
It's got to be worth something.
Can we get an Antiques
Sounds pretty
Roadshow in here or something? All right. Well, I think we should have the. I guess we should just continue to the Warden's prison. At this point, if the Dragon Turtle's not going to stop us, what other information?
Well, but what I'm wondering is if can the Dragon Turtle give us any more information?
Well, you can ask.
Okay. Actually, here's what I'll say. Like, well then, Mr. Turtle, can I call you Dragon? It seems to me like it'd be in your best interest if we did return. You get more treasure out of the deal. And let me tell you, we've got, like, you're a smart business person. You can tell, I'm sure, that we're smart business people. You don't open up with your best offer. So anything that you could do to help us, I think you can see would be repaid, given the business dealings that we have going on here.
Okay, so Eddie hops back down into the water, presumably gives the Dragon Turtle your proposal, and he comes back and he says, so you're saying if he helps you get to the Warden, you'll bring him treasure?
Well, yeah, because we have to pass back through.
Yeah, get rich or die trying.
Get
money,
rich or die trying. Yeah, so Eddie hops back down one last time, and comes back and he says, okay, he has agreed to help you.
Ah, excellent. In what way? What is he knows best. I'm just curious.
So the second those words leave your mouth, the Dragon Turtle rears out of the water, opens its huge mouth, and eats you all, half the ship included.
Ah, GG's, everyone.
What a turd. This has been a Coffee and Beer production, executive produced by Matt Mariani, Sean Jennings, Colby Rabideau, and Dan Miller. To learn more, visit coffeeandbeer.tv.